All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to score on a bowling sheet. Today's bowler has mostly electronic bowling alleys, and people don't keep score, don't know how to keep score because the machines will take care of it itself. So I'm going to show you a few things, and you'll learn how to keep score for bowling like a pro. This is for a shout out for all my grandkids, Ephraim, Ezekiel, Elijah, no particular order, and Owen one day may need this. This is what a scorecard looks like. This is used to be officially, you'd get a piece of paper like this, and you'd have to keep score. The first thing you would do is enter your name. So I'm going to put my name in the first box. I'm bowler number 1. So that's what it looks like when you do that. Then you go up in the lane and you throw your first ball. And let's say, all this is hypothetically because we're not going to score 300 today. Let's say hypothetically the first ball goes right where there's no pins. It's called the gutter. Not a good place to be. But what you do is you put a line like that in the first box. So my first ball, you get 2 balls each frame, and my first ball went down the gray lane and hit no pins. The next ball you roll down the middle, and it's not fast enough and it's not strong enough, but you get 7 pins. You in the next box write 7, and your total for that frame, and total so far in the game, is 7. 7. The next time you're up, you roll the ball, and this time you're not a gutter ball. You roll a really good ball, and it hits the pocket, but it leaves 2 pins way separated. Not next to each other, but very separated. So let's say you leave 2 pins. There's 10 pins in a rack. You leave 2 pins separated, either by a 1 pin gap or all the way across. You leave 2 pins. You put the number 8 in the first box, and you circle it. I don't know if you can see that. See the 8, and you circle it. That's called a split. A circle is a split. Dash is a gutter ball. Circle is a split. Your next ball, you don't pick up any pins. You miss the pins. You can put a dash, even though you didn't throw it in the gutter. You can put a dash or a 0. I put a dash because in bowling, dash is always a 0. Then you add the 8 to the 7, and you put that total in the box, and the 8 and 7 gives you 15. Now the third frame, you come in and you nail it, but you only get 9 pins, and we put a 9 in the next box. The next ball you roll, you pick up that pin. You knock that pin down. We put a line in that. See the line? That's called a spare. That's a really good thing. A spare counts the 10 pins you knock down and the very next ball you throw. So it's 10 plus the next ball. So the next ball you throw is a 7. Let's say you throw a 7. So that's 10 for the frame, 10 for the spare. See, the third frame says 9 in spare, plus 7 is 17. Then you add the 17 to the 15, and you get 32, right? 32. And that goes in the third frame box. See that? 32. Okay? Let's say you don't pick up any pins. The next time you throw the ball, now you add the 7 to the 32, and you get 39. Now all of a sudden, you've got this game. You understand throwing the ball hard down the middle, making sure it hits the pocket. Boom! You slam it, and you get a strike. A strike is marked with an X. Now a strike counts the next 2 balls rolled. A spare counts the next ball rolled plus the 10. A strike is 10 plus the next 2 balls rolled. So bear with me with this. Let's say you get up in the 6th frame and you hit a strike. You put an X in that box, but you don't put a score in because you've got one ball in the 5th frame is a strike. One ball in the 6th frame is a strike. You still need another ball to count this. So in the next time you get up in the 7th frame, you roll a 6. So we put a 6 in the box on the 7th frame. See the 6? So you got strike, strike, 6. That's 10 plus 10 plus 6. Ready, class? 26. And you take the 26 and you add it to the 39. 26 plus 39 is what? Come on. 65, right, 65. 65 goes in that box. Now you still have a strike that's up here, and you need 2 balls. So you need to throw another ball. So you throw another ball. Boom! And you get, ready for this? Another spare. You mark the spare. Now you have 10 from the strike, and 10 plus 10 from the spare is 20. Very good. 20 plus, now you add 20 to the 65. See, 20 to the 65, and you get 85. And you put the 85 in a box like that. And you're basically, that's it. The only difference is, ready for this? When we get to the 9th frame, okay, let's just do these. I'm going to fill these in real quick and just give you some idea of what's going on. I'm going to fill in and make this as quick as possible. So you get to the 9th frame. I did a fake 8th frame. You get to the 9th frame, and let's say you roll a 7 and a spare. A 7 and a spare. That means you got 7 pins and all of them down. Now you count the next ball in the 10th frame. The very next ball. See, there's 3 boxes in the 10th frame because there's possible of 3 strikes or rolling 3 balls in the 10th. Let me show you this. Let's say your first ball, you roll a strike. So again, that's a spare plus a strike is 20. And 20 plus 113 would be 133. Now here's the trick. In the 10th frame, you just add to the 133 whatever you get in the 10th frame. You just add the numbers together and it's straight up. There's no bonus, no anything. So let's say after you threw your strike, you pitch a 6 and a 2, and that's a total of, in the 10th frame, is 18. 18. So you add 18 to 133, and you get 151, and your total score for your first time bowling is 151. So guys, go out, have fun, bowl. Don't worry about the scores because it's going to be erratic for the first 10 years of your life that you bowl. But have fun. Bowling is about just knocking the heck out of pins, clearing the rack, and that feeling of blowing things out the back of the building because you could throw a big ball at a bunch of heavy pins and make a lot of noise. Go have fun. Go bowling.